Hello everyone. Hello, hello. Okay. Super happy to see you all. Okay. We are a bit, yeah, it's 10 seconds, 5 seconds before 7. Hello, Michael. Happy to see you here. From Armenia. That's great. Hello, everyone. Kushik. Felix from Berlin. That's great. Oh, someone is trying to call, but yeah, I'm a bit busy right now. Hey, Kushik from India. Okay, nice to meet you. So, okay, we are going to wait just a few seconds, like 2 minutes, let's say 2 minutes for people that are a bit late. Would be great. Hello, Jambang. Yeah, happy to see you here. One thing, guys, is uh, you can use, so you have like a question system. You have a tab with questions. You can use this tab to ask your question. Do not hesitate. Uh, Happy to respond to all your questions, guys. Okay. So I see other people for, yeah, Remy, Michael, Jambang, Rachid, Kushik, Felix, Alban. I know some of you. I know some of you. Okay. 30 seconds and then we start. Yeah, I love all those smiles. Yeah. Show me your love. Yeah, welcome, Ricardo. Happy to see you here. You're so funny, guys. Okay, so let's start. So thanks for joining this community call. We are in September, so we spent like the full months to work on new things, improving the platform, all those things that we are going to cover. So I'm Romain, the CEO and co-founder of Qovery, but most of you already know me, so that's pretty good. And one thing that I wanted to share with you, but I'm pretty sure that you get the information on Tuesday. Happy to mention that we have raised 4 million from great investors team to build the future of the cloud. I would like to thank all of you guys because it's super important. You are building the platform with us. You are sharing, you are giving all your feedback using the product to make sure that the community is going great and still growing. And that's super cool, super helpful. That's what makes us happy to raise all this money to build like the best platform ever for you guys to deploy your applications. So just a huge thanks to you, huge thanks to our team, our investors, ambassador, and the community, by the way. So thanks. Yeah, if you have like any questions concerning that, just happy to respond. So feel free to ask. So today we are going to cover, so as always, if you came to the other community call, so it's welcoming the newcomers, but because we are still hiring and we have like people that are joining the team every month. I would not say every week because it's not the case today, but every month we always have like someone. And I will cover like what we built during the last month, and what is going to come next. Just feel free to ask your questions. It's like open discussion with you, even if you are not on stage. Yeah, Kushik asked the first question. I have Discord bots hosted in this. Is there any way to add leveling hosting in this? Question a bit like specific. If you want to host like Discord bots, there's like tons of, I would not say tons, but there's like some tutorials made by the community, and you can use also the chat, the Discord server or Discord server to ask those questions. Probably that you will find people like hosting Discord bots with Qovery. Yeah. So just let's start. But first of all, for the newcomers, what's Qovery? Obviously, so it's a platform that makes you as a developer, you know how it's okay. You're spending the time to build your platform, your product, your applications, and at some time you need to deploy your application because obviously you want to make it reusable by anyone and you need to host it. And this is where Qovery comes in. Basically, it's like the simplest way to deploy your application in the cloud. We are building this platform to simplify the way that you deploy applications on AWS and other cloud providers, but we are also providing a free tier, which is named Community Plan, that makes you able to host your applications for free. The only things that we ask is to give back to the community. It's super important to get credits and free credits. So basically how Qovery works is you plug your GitHub, your GitLab account, you select the repository that you want to deploy, and that's it. Qovery takes care of everything. That's basically how it works. I'm pretty sure you already know all of that. So yeah, Qovery is the key benefits that you can find with Qovery is that it's blazingly fast. We are working hard to make it super fast to deploy your application. So I'm talking about AWS because it's the main value. If you are experienced with AWS, you know how hard it's to deploy your application. You have to build the full stack and so on and so forth. So with Qovery, it's super fast to do that. It's super simple. We want to provide the same experience as what you can get with Heroku, for instance. So you don't need to have like specific infrastructure knowledge, obviously. You know all of that as well, and it scales well with your team. And that's something that I want to cover here during this session because it's quite important. We make like some improvements. Then yeah, it scales well when you start to work with other people on the same project. So that's basically what we provide. Huge thanks. Still, we are keep growing a lot, and we are more than 11,000 developers in the platform. So that's super cool, great. So thanks a lot. It's super great to have all those people using the platform because it makes us able to have more and more feedback and improving the experience. So thanks a lot, guys. You're doing like amazing job. Hey Thibaut, nice to see you here. Patrick, same. I know all of you guys. So thanks a lot. Still keep doing, sharing your love about the platform, making the life of Patrick easier by helping other people using the platform. Patrick is working with us. He's spending a lot of time with you guys. So yeah, so thanks again. Thanks. Super important. So yeah, so let's get into the real thing. So what's new in September? So what is super new? So yeah, yeah, I can read the feedback. Yeah, finally I can attend one community called Thibaut. finally, yeah, it's true that the first community call that you're making. Yeah, let's share and show to you guys how inviting your teammates and your team works now. I'm pretty sure that you are all aware of that, but that's super important because it's a new feature. It didn't exist for a long time because we were focusing on improving the overall experience, making sure that everything is stable and fast before like adding new feature. And that's the first new feature that we added for September. So let me share my screen now. So yeah, I'm going to share the other one. Window, this one. Great. So yes, slide demo. So yes, who changed that? It's unexpected. Sorry about that, but that's completely unexpected because that's my organization, and someone changed the logo of my organization to that. So yeah, what you can do now. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's the RIM, it's my organization. We are using Qovery for Qovery. It's the RIM. So yeah, now you can jump into your organization settings, you know, all of that, and you have this ability to just start to add new members. So you have these new tabs that makes you able to deploy, not deploy members, not invite members into your organization. So it's quite simple. You just have to add the email of the person and giving like a permission, a role. Today it's only admin, but you will be able to change the permissions. And then that's it. So an invite is sent to your team member, then you can join and you can start to collaborate all together within the same organization. So what does that mean? It means for you guys that are using the community plan, if you have like a shared organization, you have like credits and you want to share the organization, it's completely possible. It's completely possible. There is no limitations there. So feel free to add your teammates if you need to. We have obviously customers that are doing that because they are not working alone by themselves. They're working with teammates, and that's what they can do. So concerning maybe a few points concerning the permission, we are like specifying how it works. Today you have only admin and owner permission, so you can have only one owner within an organization, but you can have like multiple admins. So you have all the roles that are specified into the documentation. We explain everything. We try to make it super simple, and in the future you will have access to the developers role and the viewer one, which are quite limited, but still great when you are running for real a company and you don't want to give like a superpower to everyone. Yeah. Everyone are admin. Yeah, that's true. Today. Yeah. Any question on that, guys? I think it's quite simple to understand. Okay, that's cool. Super cool. Yeah, you can invite, so you can share the link, you can rerun the invite, obviously. So all those things, I'm going to delete this one. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, let me share my screen, the other one. Feel free to ask your question. I'm not shy. I can respond to any question. Almost any question. Almost, not all. Okay, so yeah, one super important feature that we were working on for like months, because that's the value of Qovery, is that for some of you have installed Qovery on your own cloud account because you didn't want it to wait forever, even if we improve that, because when you are using the community plan, you share the workers, the build workers and the deployment workers. So you have to wait because we have a quite limited amount of workers. But when you want to, and you start to use for real, you are building a business or you need to run like production application, it makes sense to move on your own cloud account. Today we are supporting AWS, but also other cloud accounts. Let me show you just quickly. I'm sharing my other screen now. Yes. So yeah, when you start to get, so you create, so for the first time, you create an organization, so you have the ability to choose the different plan that you have. You know that you have the free hosting, so now we have changed a bit that you can create your community organization this way. It's well explained how it works. Blank screen? Is it really a blank screen? Oh, okay, never mind. So you can create your organization. You can start with a community called free org. And from that, you can add your cluster, your own cluster. So that's quite different with the community version. The community version you don't need because we provide behind the scene our own cluster, own infrastructure to run your application. But when you're a company, you need to run on your AWS account, for instance. So it's super easy to do. Cloud cluster, you can give a name. You can choose the region where you want to deploy. So let's say it's North Virginia. And that's basically it. That's it. So you can put the credentials. I think there is this. You can put your credential and then Qovery takes care of installing. So you can set the resources, all those things. And Qovery takes care of installing a full cluster running on your own infrastructure. It's the same experience. And then you can start deploying your application on your own AWS cloud, for instance. We are supporting also other cloud provider in beta, DigitalOcean and Scaleway that are quite cheaper than AWS, for instance. Makes sense. But we recommend today, if you run like production applications, to use AWS. It's much more stable. Yeah, one question from Thibaut. Thibaut, you can use, for instance, the question start. It's much more easier for me to just take a look at all the questions. Hey, yeah, nice to meet you, and good to see you here. So community credits will work the same with this plan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You can use your own credits with this plan. It works well. It works. It just works. So if you are like eager to use those plan, and you have like, for instance, I don't know, 300 Qovery credits, you can use them with your paid plan. It works the same way. So if I show to you, for instance, I have like a couple of other organizations, Qovery Ring, because someone changed my icon, so that's not good. So yeah, we are, for instance, using Qovery for Qovery. I have like a Metabase project here. I'm testing Metabase, which is like an open source project. And here you can see that it's deployed on my AWS account on US East 2. It's the same, exactly the same. It works the same. So yeah, I can open my application and it works. Basically, that's it. Do you have any question, guys, here? Oh, so kind. Thanks for all those love, Thibaut. He told us that we made like amazing job on the UI. Yeah, that's true. Thanks to our front-end team and the whole team. They worked hard to make it like even better. Yeah. Yeah. Other question. Can I use serverless with Qovery, say Knative or Lambda? That's the question of Felix. That's really good questions. Basically, today I would say it's not possible. We are not supporting serverless, so Lambda stuff, but it's planned in the future. I will not communicate on any date because it's not planned today in the development roadmap, but it's planned in the future. And actually, if you have like any other ID like this, because you need to have like a specific feature, just feel free to use our roadmap, public roadmap. You can submit an ID, explain why you want to have like access to this feature, and you can see that there's like plenty of cards that are existing, and people are really contributing to make sure that we prioritize the right cards. Yeah. Yeah, roadmap. Yeah. So yeah, this is how it works. So it's quite similar to what you get with the community one, but it's running on your own cluster. Yeah. Okay. One other aspect that we were working on, obviously, during like the last month, I think some of you noticed, or even like everyone, because we make like a huge improvement. In fact, we are like we are going to spend the next months until the end of the year to work a lot on the experience to make sure that the product is super, super cool to use for you guys. The experience as a developer is well improved, and that's what we started to work on during this month. Let me just show you how we improved the app creation flow. Yeah, some of you. Yeah, still. So let's talk about the app creation flow. So now it's still the same. So if you start from scratch, you are in organizations, you create your project. Okay, let's say it's a Jambam project. Okay, it's your project. I take your name, Jambam. So you create still an environment. The concept of environment, for those that don't know, it's the way you can have like a production environment, staging, development environment. The concept is to combine all the applications that are working and making sure that your app is working. So you have like one entity where you can control all your applications running all together, and that's called an environment. So I can create it like, for instance, test environment. Let's say it's test environment, and inside I can put application. And if you remember last time that we made, so last month when we made the community call, it was quite different. You had the possibility, obviously, to deploy, to select, to give a name, say the repository, but you didn't have all those options. So from like just the creation, so the app creation, you have this ability to so select where obviously the repository, so you can even type the name. And now I don't know if you noticed that, but we show you all the branches that are available. It does change, so you no longer need to type the branch name specifically. So if you have like a specific branch, you can directly select it. It's quite yeah, you don't need to type manually the branch anymore. Yeah, that's pretty good. And you can even like put the port and select the build mode between Bitpacks and Dockerfile. That's what I'm doing here. From that, you can like right away start to deploy your application. It's going to work most of the time for the most popular project. Yeah. Yeah. So I see one question. Oh, two other questions. It's Akshit. Hey, Akshit. Hey, Rohit. I've been using Qovery from the past 2 months for my Node.js app. It's being used by 1,000 students of my university. Congratulations, because it's like a huge achievement, I guess. So congrats, actually. It's running on community plan, and recently I ran out of credits. Is there any way that we can pay for credits on the community plan? No, sorry about that. There's only one way to get more credits is by contributing to giving back to the community. So we explain all of that, tap Qovery, how bidding instance works, get access to this. So we explain everything here. So you have this ability to gain credits from your contribution because you are helping the community. So we try to make it like super helpful for everyone. And yeah, otherwise you can use, and that's your second question, I should shift to a premium plan. You can shift to a free plan. The free plan is exactly what I'm showing here, is that instead of, so you can obviously pay, but it's completely free until you reach, for instance, I have like another project. Let's say it's a Rodrigo, no, community core one, this one. You can deploy up to 50 deployments for free. So if your application is running and you don't need to like redeploy it super often, then it works well. But you have to provide your own cloud account. Yeah. And then, and you are not, if you want to use like a super cheap cloud account, there is like some options with Qovery. You can use a Scaleway or DigitalOcean. It's possible for you. Yeah. Okay. There is another question. Rashid. Okay, thanks for asking when we will see dark mode. hey, it's a very good question. Oh, you already have like the dark mode for just the logs today. If you get into the logs, let's say, hey, this is that. Let's say post org application. Say it's post org application. Is it running? Yeah. You already have the dark mode here. It works. Uh, but yes, on all the interfaces, it's gonna ask some good amount of work. So it's not planned yet, but there is one thing that you can do because it's something that were asked by users. Oh, I see that there's 4 users doing asking for that. You can vote for that card on the roadmap, the public roadmap. Happy to have your feedback on that. I know that some of you were like sending message, hey, I want to keep my eyes until my old age. I can understand. I'm myself a developer, and I know that when you start to work late at night, working with like white screen, light screen, it's not super cool. So yeah, you can vote here actually. So feel free. Okay, super cool. So yeah, we improved a lot of things in terms of experience. I'm pretty sure that you get the information, but we are going to work a lot on that side during the next weeks and next months. It's our priority to make sure that the interface is super smooth for you guys to use. Yeah. I like this Discord light mode is brighter than the light in heaven. I really like this one. Okay. So I have one other question. When can we have our Qovery console mobile responsive? That's a good question. Today it's not planned because it requires also to recruit more people. We have 3 front-end engineers working on the interface. It requires a lot of, we have a lot of things to do before starting to work on a responsive version. It's not planned yet, so I don't have any date, but it's something that we cover. Yeah, probably in the future. Yeah. Okay, nice. Let's go back to my different. Okay. So what's next? What's planned next? A lot of things. We are going to, and I'm pretty sure that you will like this one because it's a super important one. You know, today you have like 2 ways you can deploy 2 things: an application and a database. And we plan to add what we call, so what they call on Heroku, for instance, they call that workers, so background workers. Basically, you will have the ability to schedule task with Qovery. So if you want to deploy your background task with Qovery, then it will work. I see that Sebastian is saying, "Hey, WebSocket, please." Yeah, it's planned. No worries, Sebastian, it's planned. No worries. Uh, yeah, so you will have this ability to schedule your workers with Qovery. It will be well managed. So that's super cool because it's a feature that is requested by our customers mostly because they are coming. So most of them are coming from Heroku, for instance. So it's necessary, and we are working on that. We are working also to give you more visibility about the AWS cost mostly and cloud cost, and we are working to reduce the total bid a lot. Something that we'll probably launch next week and give access to all our customers. So we'll reduce a lot the final bill that they have to pay, at least 2 times, so, which is great. And as I told you, we are still working on the experience. It's super important. We have Patrick that is here, that is working a lot and making sure that grabbing all the feedback that you're giving on the forum, on the Discord, and we're making sure that they are well considered by the team. And improve all of that. So yeah. So any question, guys? Because that's the end of our community call. And yeah, don't be sad. Don't be sad. You're so funny, guys. It's so great to have you all. Uh, yeah. So yeah, if you have like any question, just feel free to ask now. Or if you don't want to ask here publicly, you want to ask to myself, just use Discord, for instance, or you can use my email. We are still hiring a lot. So if you see like an open position that could be fitting what you want to do, then feel free to ask, apply. And one other thing that I want to mention is that I'm doing one call, so it's office hours for mostly backend engineers that are interested into DevOps things. I'm sharing the screen, the link. It's probably on Kylie. I give it to you guys because you could be interested by that. It's basically you are a backend developer, you're interested about DevOps things, because Qovery is really a platform that we are building for backend developers mostly, and we want to make sure that they have the ability to configure everything that they want on their cloud, their cloud provider, and talking to people that are interested about DevOps things, still happy to do so. I'm just sharing my link if you are interested, guys, in the chat. So this is my link. Thank you, all of you. So thanks again for being here. Yeah, I'm reading like your last message because they are quite interesting. Thanks for the community call. One thing I would like to know is that how can a student like me do something for Qovery the way it made things easier for me? I'm not sure to understand the question, but if you want to be part of the community, feel free, Ryan. You are here, so it's very good. And if you want to show the platform to your students because it makes sense for them to deploy their application, just feel free. Also happy to have them on the platform. That's pretty good. And actually, it's saying it's so good when founder of a platform are from coding background. We feel so comfortable deploying our apps on Qovery that we can't feel anywhere else. Once again, thank you so much, Romain and team and Qovery team. I wish you the best of luck. And thanks a lot for this feedback. Actually, you're great. Thank you guys. You are so amazing. It's what gives us strength to build the future of the cloud. So thanks a lot. Feel free to ping me on Discord, guys. Thank you. So take care of you. If you have like any question, just feel free to send an email or send a message on Discord. Thanks again. Take care. Ciao.